Hello everyone. Let's now continue with the same data pump activity. This time it will be schema level data pump activity. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm currently logged into my machine. Okay, let's check the process first. This is what we do initially. Okay, every time. So database is running. Let's connect. Okay, let's check the multi-tenant environment. So PDBs. So everything is running fine. So exit out of it. First thing first, as we discussed in the last video, the initial step will be first creating the directory on the OS layer. Okay, as we already know that I created the directory under the Aura data. So let's navigate, actually let's check the directory Aura data data pump, I think. Okay, backups. Okay, and then there will be specific folder for the table level. Okay, so this is where we took the table level backups. Let's check it. Yeah, perfect. Employee and employee department, multiple tables. So let's just get back one step. Let's pwd mkdir, and what I will do, I'll create a schema directory under backups. Okay, so I'll do -p, paste it, and then a schema. Okay, this is where we are going to take the backups. Let's connect SQL plus /shdba, and now let's alter the session and connect to PDB. This is what my PDB is. Let's create the directory. So let's create the directory object. How do you create it? As we already know, we have to write create or replace directory dp schema. Okay, last time we wrote dp tables and created the directory. This time I am writing dp schema. Okay, and associate this with the specific directory that we created. Okay, so let's associate this. It's done. Let's query that. How do you query? You use the dba directories and select the column directory name and directory path. Okay, so this was done last time. We created this last time. Now we have created dp schema. Okay, this is what we are going to use to take the backup of schema. So our directory name is associated with the physical directory path. Okay, so let's take the backup of HR schema itself using the system credential. As you all know that in multi-tenant environment, system is a common user which exists in all the PDBs and in the container database, because it is already available in container database, but it is available in pluggable databases and the upcoming or future pluggable databases if you want to create it, right? So that's how the architecture is. So now what I will do, I will exit out of this and what I will say is expdp. Okay, and I will use the system ID with the credential and connect to PDB. I'm reiterating that you need to have a TNS entry for the specific pluggable database. When you actually install the database, it doesn't create it automatically. It means the software does not create it automatically. If you want to actually create this, better is to invoke netca from the bin directory and then create it. Okay, so that part is taken care of. Let's say directory equals dp schema. Okay, and now the parameter will be schemas. Okay, last time we saw tables, this time it will be schema, and we are taking the HR schema backup. Dump file, we are using it, we are naming it as HR schema chema.dmp, and log file equals HR schema.log. I will also show you the location as well, the directory where the backup has been taken. Okay, so let's run it and wait for it and see how it goes. So it is taking everything from that particular schema, so different objects. Okay, whatever it is, table spaces, objects. So object, it means indexes or views or tables, whatever it is, right? Everything it will take, including the users. So in the real environment, this will be useful when you are migrating the specific schema. Okay, you have an older legacy database and you want to migrate 2 or 3 schemas to the newer or current database, okay, version of the databases, then this activity will be useful. You will take in the backup into the dump file, then scp to scp the backup file, the dump file, to the new server. Okay, see, it is backing up all the tables. So you just do scp and take that to the different server and then use the impdp to import those. Okay, so this is done. I hope this was easy. Let's do the multiple backups. This time I will be using HR, okay, credential, and I have created one table under it. Okay, so what I will do, I will use the system schema, but I will use the schema as because I have already have multiple schemas, HR as well as the other one being the Scott schema. Okay, so we are taking the multiple schema backups using the same system credential, and what I will need to change is DP schema is all okay, but what we will do, HR Scott, just name that Scott. Okay, let's finish this as well. So you will see the complete activity of this, right? What all backups it's taking, what all object backup it's taking. But this is very important activity, because during the migration of not for the complete database but for the specific schema, okay, and specific tables, specific object backup, this particular utility expdpi and impdp is very important. Okay, see, it has exported the Scott schema as well. I created players table under Scott schema. It actually identified the schema and the tables under it and identified the rows. Okay, and it backed up that as well. Let's move to the folder. Let me clear the screen and move to the folder schema. Okay, and let me show you the files. Okay, if you want to know the size of these, we already saw the size of those in the KB, but if you want to see that, then you have to say ls-al and then human readable format. Okay, then it shows the human readable format. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like my videos, please subscribe my channel, and please share the videos with your friends and families. Okay, thank you very much.